Hello and welcome. Today we're going to start the operation of renewing a rear diff pinion seal. So we've got the car jacked up securely. In the centre we've got two car ramps with wooden blocks up to the central jacking point. Now that's strong, and that, as I say, that's the balance point for the car when the engine's fitted. So that leaves us the back end clear, so we can roll underneath there. Now at the back we've got another axle stand. Let me get under there and I'll show you. So there's our rear axle stand, wooden blocks up to the tow hook. So we've got two axle stands at the front, the two car ramps supporting the front, the centre jacking points, and we've got our rear support there. Now that safely gives us plenty of space underneath the car that we can get to the tank. We're going to drop the tank, undo the straps. So to actually do this, get the car in this position, has taken an hour. So don't skimp on that. We can give it a good shake. That's not going anywhere. So I'm happy-ish to get underneath there. So we've got to get the tank off first of all. So to that end, what we need to do is we need to get into the car, put the rear seat up and take this off so that we can lift the carpet, sort this mess out, and detach the fuel pump and petrol tank sender. Disconnect the battery. Give it a good brush out while you're here. An 8mm long reach socket. We'll get them off. These are all 8mm nuts, so we've taken them all out and carefully put them all in there. So I've undone that and taken the clip off the top of the pipe, and I've undone that one, so we've a bit of flexibility in the pipe if we need to lift it. That's the tank sender. We can unplug that. That's the fuel pump cover. So we can unplug that, undo that, and lift the fittings out. And we've got a bit of flexibility if we need it, because we've undone that fitting there. I've removed this trim with its two 10mm bolts there and its 10mm salve tapper at the front. And I've removed the carpet trim from there to access this Jubilee clip. Right, that's out. Bloody hell. That's hard, that. Okay. Right, that's loose. Okay, that's come off easy enough. So there's only this pipe here now which goes across there. So we'll get that from underneath. I've got the tank supported on the jack on that piece of plywood, so I can get under there and undo the straps. Right, I've got the tank straps off, and pretty crusty they were as well, so that's a good job. We've done that really. The tank's still supported on the jack, so if I look here, get a bit of light on it, we've undone this fuel pipe at the top, the filler pipe. So here is a brake pipe. So if I lower the tank, this pipe is going to lower onto that brake pipe. So I'm going to have to remove the filler pipe here on this crusty old Jubilee clip. So let's see, I'll spray a bit of WD-40 on that, see if we can undo that. No, I couldn't get it undone. Filler pipe is off there now, so we're going to have to cover that. That's the tank interior exposed, so we'll have to cover that up good and proper now. Right, that's sealed up. There's a plastic bag over there, and then it's all taped up. Right, and lower that jack a bit, see what happens. Okay, so it is hooked up on that pipe there at the end of this plastic pipe. Okay, then let's push that down a bit. Okay, I think now it's free to drop. There's just this balancer pipe that goes over the prop. So I've managed to get that end Jubilee clip with my with a 7mm socket, and there's our tank. So we'll take that and we'll put that somewhere safe. I've taken the prop shaft support off with its two 10mm nuts, and I've marked the flange or the prop ender on there because you can't get a ring spanner on. Put the 13mm open ender on there, then put your Allen key socket in there, and then you can get a really good purchase on that. Lock the spanner up, let it rest against the exhaust or something, and then you can undo the central prop shaft support. Right, that's off. That's a long reach 17mm for the nuts on the rear flange, on the diff flange. That rear support is that 13mm. I've eased the end off there. Just ease that as I'm lowering that, so we don't put a strain on those studs. So that's clear now. So we've moved it out. That's off. So there's our, get some light on it. There's our diff pinion. Right. I de-staked the nut and got it off with that 30mm socket, so I've got a bowl underneath to catch any oil. Right, there's the nut. What's in there? What else is in there? Let's give it a bit of a knock and see what happens. There's the flange. Excellent. Right, we've got that off. So in there is the seal. Right, so let's see if we can dig that out. Put a little bit of grease on the new seal, so that's fine. So now we can put the, give it a wipe, give it a wipe. And we can actually put the flange on. That feels pretty tight on there. So is in the same place as it was when I took it off. In the manual, it needs to be 17 Newton meters. So that's how tight they say it should be. So it certainly wasn't that, because that's 170 Newton meters. So it certainly wasn't that when I took it off. It's now as tight as it was when I took it off. You can see the stake marks in the same place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nip that maybe a quarter of a turn, and that should crush the crush washers a little bit more. Right, I've staked it top and bottom. There's our gearbox output flange. We've taken the old seal out, put the new seal in, started it with that end and then finished it off with a drift and a hammer, a blunt drift. On there, there's a gasket that goes between the output flange and the prop shaft. So there is, when you get one, make sure you take that off. There is a self-adhesive film on it which is supposed to stick. Well, it's not really very sticky, so what I'm going to use some gasket cement and make sure that's stuck, because if it falls out of place when you're putting the prop shaft on, it can be really difficult to relocate. So I'm going to put the gasket cement on that now, stick that on and leave it and make sure it's stuck in place properly. Right, that's 30 mil. So we'll tighten that up now. Right, we've got our prop shaft, we've got our torque wrench, we've got a 17 mil socket, we've got the nuts, the washers. This is to put this flange on the diff. Right, I've got the prop shaft up on the jack, jacked it up, so we're pretty close to that there, and we're pretty close to that there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this phone down and get two hands, jack it up and just slip it onto those studs at the back there. The back end's on. So we've got the torque tube on. I've torqued those up to 50 Newton meters. I've got that bracket on there, so that's secure. Now the torque tube is a very good thing. It spreads the twisting moment. That's the CV joint at the front of the prop shaft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give that a clean and pack it with CV joint grease. Right, so we've done that. That's packed with your CV joint grease. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe this edge here that goes on the gasket. So we'll clean that edge so we get a good seal on the gasket. There are prop shaft bolts. Take the weight of the prop shaft on the jack, but don't do that central mounting up. Just take the weight. You'll need a bit of slack to get the end lined up. To get the end lined up, put the bolts in, and then you can jack that up and do the central mounting up. The flange is on. I've got the 13 milli braced on the open ender. I've got my torque wrench. So excellent. And we can just turn it around and go on to the next one. Put the open ender on there, brace it on the body, and then we can tighten that one up. So all we've got to do now is jack up the centre. That's on, so we'll put the two 13 milli nuts on there, and we're done. So this is the drain plug. So what I've done is I've given it a bit of a wire brush, cleaned it up, given it the day before a spray of WD. Now this will be very tight. That's a 17 mil. So put a 17 mil on, and then what I do generally, put another nice big spanner on and get a good leverage, and then break it off. You get a bowl underneath, and it's a stiff thing. Okay. If we go around the corner, that is the filler there. So we'll give that a bit of a wire brush around it, clean it up, and do the same thing, get that off. That's going to be tight as well. Okay. That's got that off. Okay. Right. I've filled that up. Let's have another go. Oh God, that's a nuisance. Go on, get in there. Okay. We've got it. Go on. That's got it. It's just starting to housing. We've got a metal plug in an alloy housing, so no need to go mad on that. Okay, there is a torque setting, but I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll check it, but just nip. Oh, they'll be fine. That's all right. That's not coming undone. Right, that's it. We're done.